Hello, I wanted to give you some tips so you can apply to your Battlebit gameplay, whether they be small or big impacts. The first one I want to go over is scopes. You see that like little bottom thing on my gun, the iron sights? There is actually a way to get rid of it, and a few guns have it, but not many of them. To most people they don't bother, but I know some of my friends, they do bother them. And I wanted to show you that if you actually go to your loadout screen and you pick scopes like this, the iron sight's actually completely gone, and it could just help you get rid of some clutter. There's actually multiple options you can do. You can even slap the razor on if you want on a holographic sight, and as you can see, it is just completely gone. So, you know, it just gets a little visual clutter out of there, so you don't have to do that. The next tip I want to talk about, we're going to go through these a little bit faster than usual, hopefully, but the next tip I want to talk about is squad request. So when you're in a game, and I would only do this in a situation where there are no other squads to join, and there's only one available squad with like full people in it. If your squad leader doesn't have any points, and you'll see this on the scroll wheel at the top, and he's not doing anything, he's not marking objectives, so you can't get any points, there is a way to squad request, which will ask the leader to give an order, and then after 2 minutes, he will automatically give you the squad leader thing, so you can start marking objectives, and you can get more bonus XP and get points to build and stuff. So that is very nice. I would only do this if you really can't find another squad. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. I will show a small clip of where to find that. And then the next thing I want to talk about is jumping. So jumping, the reason why I want to talk about this because I literally don't see anyone do this, and this is going to mainly apply for engineer, heavy armor, and exo players. But if you're fighting someone and they're like really close, honestly, don't be afraid to jump. The hip fire in this game goes pretty straightforward, just out of your barrel, and it's not hindered by jumping in the slightest. So you can just jump like this like a freaking madman and still have your bullets go where you want. And the reason why that's really good for exo and heavy players is because most players will try to aim for your head because they want to do more damage. But if you jump up with exo armor, for example, you're tanking a lot of the bullets into the chest. And heavy armor too. The other thing I wanted to talk about that no one thinks of, and I don't know why, RPGs are usually more effective when you're on a roof, for example. So if you're just aiming down at someone. But I never see anyone, you can ADS the RPG first, jump, shoot. And what that does is, the higher you are with the RPG, the more effective it will be, the more guaranteed the kill will be, because when they're even ground, it's a little bit more inconsistent, but just having that little bit of nudge can usually secure a kill. So, you know, give that a shot. I think it'll help you a lot. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is lean spam. Usually you'll see lean spam from more experienced players while they're in a gunfight, because obviously they don't want to get shot in the head. But I feel like most players should start lean spamming, even if they're sniping, because you could just sit back here, and if there's a sniper or DMR player looking at you, you are making it very hard for them to hit you in the head, and just do this while you're scanning for targets. And then when you finally see him, if you're not that experienced, just stop there, take the shot. Ignore the fact I missed. But you get what I mean, and then you'll just get more used to it over time, and you'll have something to help you in gunfights. Close range, medium range, long range, anything. But it just really helps for figuring out where enemies are. If you want a suggestion of what I do, so this is a little weird, but I use my index finger, I put it on D, so I get the faster ADS time from holding A or D when I ADS, and I'm moving the whole time. I move my middle finger to E, and I move my ring finger to Q. So I'm holding this, and I'm just mashing, and I'm just focusing on shooting. I'm never letting go of D, and it just makes it really hard for you to shoot. And if you want to be really creative while being obnoxious to hit also, you could just hold A, E, Q, and then mash crouch nonstop. I'm really not comfortable with that one because I haven't practiced it that much, but it will definitely help you a lot in your gameplays. I don't do it because a lot of the people who I'm usually using that for are SMG players, because I'm like, oh, I don't want them to hit in the head, and they aim at my chest, and if I'm crouching into a headshot, then it'll get me killed. It's kind of a CSGO habit since a lot of people aim at chest. But yeah, I hope these tips help, and I hope I made it a little bit faster today. So, peace. Dude, this right here is a demonstration of why you should never stand still, because that sniper's been shooting at me this whole time, and he cannot hit me. He'll eventually get me, but, you know. I'm only just spamming Q&E, and he has not hit me once.